the biggest product or the offer, the best of the best offer in the world, in any lifetime, in any century to come, is yourself. It's not a Amazon product. It's not a high ticket product. It's not a a gym membership. It's not a coaching program to improve your English or to get rich. The biggest, the most elite product, the most highest and the most the most underpriced or the most priced, the product that is priceless, that it doesn't have a money or number you can put to, is yourself. And yourself meaning your future self, the 80-year-old version, or the version that takes his last breath, and his life just flashes through his eyes, like the version of you that is there before you die. Who would that person be? Or you could define it as your future version, the highest version of yourself. That is the product. That is the offer. And the price, what? You gotta just give it everything you got. That means time, attention, energy. And the way I define it is more, better, faster, and different. Now, what I mean by that is, when I say more, there is enough volume. So instead of the normal average person can only work around 8 hours, and those 8 hours are mundane, routine based tasks where it's just easy to do, you can get by. And because of that, they get that, they get the same results as everybody else. So it's a base salary, the same salary. So you had to do more. That means 14 hours a day, not for the rest of your life. If you want to do that, that's fine. But more. The next thing is better. So you have to do properly. You cannot, you have to micromanage yourself. You have to make sure, okay, this is the schedule I have for tomorrow. I'm going to do it that way. And let's say now let's break it down. So in the schedule, if it's a sales call, you need to show up with energy. You need to show up as a professional. You need to dress properly. You have to get all those minutiae of details right. Like, you have to get them right, because that is what an expert does. That is what the highest version of yourself expects you to be. That's the price. The next two things, which is faster. That means you execute things at a faster pace. That means, instead of taking just, like you dial this cold call. Okay, let's say you dial this guy, okay? And you take another 5 minutes to, catch yourself, to take a breath and do that. Like, no, dial, like no more 5 minutes, just get into it, get it done faster. The faster you can do it, the earlier you're going to become the highest version of yourself and live the life of freedom, live the life of fulfillment, live the life of true freedom, where you get to experience thousands of experiences that are at the most elite level. You experience thousands of different, unique, cool, awesome experiences at the highest elite level. Like every experience, though, out of those, even every experience, like one experience would be faster. Let's say it's going to it's a Disney ticket, okay? Instead of taking the normal ticket, you get the express ticket, where you don't have to wait in line with the hundreds of people for a ride for 2 hours. You can literally sit in a VIP lounge for that ride just for 5 minutes, and you'll be on that ride. That's the power. So that is faster, better. You are in the VIP lounge, so you can experience it at a higher level. Then you have more, like thousands of experiences in a lifetime. That's sick, dude. Then what? Different. Now, instead of just going to Disney, you could experience private things which are not really posted, which are not really advertised, because they are very private, exclusive, high-end. And the only way you're going to experience that is if you become the highest version of yourself, who will have the true freedom, which is time freedom, financial freedom, and location freedom. If you don't have that, you won't get there. You won't get that life. and you're gonna get to your 60s or 70s, you're gonna take your last breath, and your life is gonna flash across your through your eyes, and you're gonna say, fuck, I had one chance and I blew it. I fucked it up. And then that's gonna sting a lot. Maybe you even go to hell, because my theory is that hell is like here on earth, like since you know on the spiritual side you just energy. So if you are in that negative energy of regret, guilt, then you're gonna, when you die, that energy is gonna be transcended into that guilt. So you just and until you accept that guilt, you're not going to heaven. So that's another theory. But the point is, the best, the most elite, the priceless product or the offer is yourself. So become that product, become the highest version of yourself. And the first question you should ask yourself is, why are you already not the highest version of yourself? What is the biggest challenge, in your opinion, Nassif? In your opinion, Naeem, what is the biggest challenge in your journey to self-mastery, self-discovery, in your self-discovery journey right now? I know it was a rant. I know there's a lot of things that didn't make sense, but I hope that helped. And yeah, as always, peace and love. And safe.